What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're reacting to a heated first take debate about the Patriots versus Broncos AFC Championship game with a big focus on Jarrett Stidham, Stephen A. Smith's comments, and how dominant the New England defense really was. This one gets loud, emotional, and honestly pretty funny at times. So let's break it down. If you like NFL React content like this, make sure to like and subscribe.
Let me tell you something right now. You the New England Patriots, okay? You sit up there and you go through all that you went through to get to this point, and you vote because of Jarrett Stidham? Oh, my Lord. You just need to hide for the entire offseason. That includes May, Rabel, and everybody else. Hell no. You better win this damn game. New England, you better win this damn game.
Well, Jarrett Stidham did look solid in the opening quarter, but after his touchdown pass to Courtland Sutton on Denver's second drive of the game, the Broncos went scoreless on their final 10 drives. That is the most consecutive scoreless drives by a Sean Payton-led team in Payton's head coaching career. And so, as Peter Schrager joins us now here on First Take, did SAS, was he right? Did Stidham prove him right?
Do we ever ask those questions for other people?
No.
Is it ever like?
We don't.
Is it ever
no.
If for some reason it was, did Sam Darnold shut up the doubters?
Yeah.
When it could have just been him.
Yeah.
Because he's the worst
Doubter.
one. Yeah, doubter.
Yes,
and then
singular.
now all of a sudden it's is Stephen A. right? Which makes me feel like he's telling the truth when he's like, if I didn't want that montage used, they wouldn't have used it. Clearly, he picked the damn questions.
Hey, Kwaku. The montage could have been me on Wednesday, which led to that saying that Jarrett Stidham will not pee down his leg. Jarrett Stidham will lead his men, and Jarrett Stidham will find a way. And Stephen A. putting me in my place, which I think is the case this morning. Stephen A., look, first 15 plays, Stidham looked pretty good. Had that deep pass, then they had the touchdown, they were rolling. Then the 4th and 1 changed everything. Before that 4th and 1 decision, the Broncos offense had 127 yards and 8 first downs. After that 4th and 1 decision, which was so critical and so disastrous, they had 54 yards and 3 first downs the rest of the way. Jarrett Stidham did not pee down his leg, but after the game, it wasn't like it was the driest set of pants. I would say that.
SA, go ahead.
Well, first of all, a couple of things. Number one, you know what, the show, contrary to what RC is portraying, it's not just about me. If it was just about me, we wouldn't be number one. We're number one because it's about everybody. It's about everybody. I don't mind sharing the wealth. That's number one. Let's get that out the way first. Number two, okay, having said all that, I don't mind sharing the wealth at all, man. I got number love for y'all. But let me say this. You know, I didn't want to be. I give Jarrett Stidham this. They showed his wife in the booth. She had on a badass coat. I mean, that white coat she was rocking, it was fly. I just got to say that. I mean, damn. I'm like, go ahead, bro. I mean, that badass coat. You know, it really was. You know what I'm saying? It was really what. And
that was definitely a starter wife coat for sure.
No doubt about it.
My wife ain't got that coat.
I mean, it was spectacular. It was now we know that Dan Orlovsky would never do that. He'd never buy his wife something like that because he's too damn cheap. But that's a different subject for another day. Here's the reality, okay? Here's the reality.
Early in the discussion, the energy is already intense. Stephen A. is basically saying there was no excuse for the Patriots to lose this game, especially to a quarterback who hadn't played meaningful football in a long time. At the same time, there's some acknowledgement that Stidham didn't completely fall apart right away. The first few drives looked decent, but once that 4th and 1 moment happened, everything shifted and the Broncos never recovered.
Listen, there was no knocking, and I want to make sure that I'm clear to Jarrett Stidham and the wife with the fly coat and the whole nine. I wasn't trying to imply that Jarrett Stidham couldn't play. What I was saying is this is the National Football League. You hadn't thrown a pass in the NFL in 2 years. And the first time we see you is in an AFC championship game. You damn right New England better not have lost that game. You damn right. And the bottom line is this. Those 2 pivotal turnovers on him is ultimately what cost it. We know that's a fumble right there. Should have been a touchdown. You know, shouldn't have been where the ball was spotted, but it didn't matter because Drake Maye ran it in, and we understand that. And then at the end of the game, he threw the interception to Gonzalez. But in the end, listen, I feel bad because Nobody looked good in that second half. Nobody could do anything in that weather. I mean, my God, it was hard watching it on television. So it wasn't ideal circumstances to really judge him, in all fairness to you, Peter, and Dan and everybody else. It's like, I'm not going to judge the brother like that. Those were some horrid conditions in the second half to be playing under. I mean, for a vast majority of the second half, you could barely see 5 yards, for crying out loud. The visibility was clearly compromised. So I understand that. And I'm not going to knock him for it. I was just saying that if you're New England and you're the team you're supposed to be, you don't let somebody come off the scrap heap that hasn't thrown a pass since December of 2023. And the first time there is a sighting is an AFC championship game, and that person beat you. That cannot happen, and they didn't let it happen.
I would say yesterday's performance makes me feel I didn't do my job well enough when it comes to this New England defense. And I don't think a lot of us did. You know, this New England defense just hasn't been talked about a lot
just
this
keep yourself
year.
in there.
No. It hasn't been talked a lot about a lot this year. And I don't know why. Like, this defense, and I understand, like, Chargers offensive line beat up. The Houston offensive performance, CJ played bad. Yesterday, you're a backup quarterback. But this defense, and watching it yesterday, felt a lot like the early 2000s. There's not a lot of, like, the national names on this defense. But when you watch him play, Marcus Jones was sensational yesterday. I think he has the play of the game. Barmore, great. Milton Williams is a highly paid defensive tackle, but I don't think he's in when you ask people who's the best defensive tackle in football, people aren't saying Milton Williams. Spillane was awesome again. The corners are great. And I just didn't see this defense in New England dominating.
This is where the conversation really turns toward the Patriots defense. You can feel the panel almost realizing in real time that they underestimated how good this unit is. The numbers are crazy. Denver barely moved the ball for the rest of the game. It didn't feel like one superstar carrying the defense, but more like everyone doing their job and playing fast, physical, and smart football.
Throughout the course of the season, the way they have in the playoffs, they have been dominant. They could still be playing that game in Denver. I don't think Denver would have scored. They gave up 56 yards on the final 8 drives. 56 yards.
3 first downs.
56 on the final 8 drives. And so it's a shout out to New England's defense, and it's on me that we're too late to the party with this defense. I just did not see this defense dominating the way that they have these playoffs. I think it's more a little bit to that rather than just Stidham definitely plays its part, but just that.
Well, the first thing, though, when we're talking about Jarrett Stidham, it ain't like Drake Maye lit it up.
100%.
Right? In many ways, he was better to me than Drake Maye, outside of Drake Maye's utilization of his legs. Yeah. And so this isn't a Jarrett Stidham thing. And on the defense, they actually weren't this during the season.
Like, I don't know how we missed it.
Yeah, it's not a miss. Things changed when Milton Williams came back healthy. Spillane being full go changed this defense. And the Zach Kerr decision to become a pressure team. The Zach Kerr decision to say, okay, we're going to add people to the rush, and we're going to allow Carlton Davis and Christian Gonzalez on the outside to be as good as we know they are. We're going to allow an all-pro caliber slot corner to go man-to-man and have the ability to make plays. And the aggression of the safeties in the last 3 games, the ability to not play with depth, to read, to understand routes, it's changed who this defense is. And no matter what you say about Justin Herbert, he's one of the most talented players in football. No matter what you feel about C.J. Stroud's performance, he's one of the more talented passers of the ball in the game. And yesterday, obviously, you're playing against a compromised Denver team, but you made them look like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Final word, I think.
I just want to say one thing, RC. Let's not forget this, though. Like I said, we're not going to pour, salt on the wound of Jarrett Stidham. We understand the conditions. We understand what he was playing under. We get that part. But under pressure, he completed 1 of 10 passes for 4 yards. Let's not forget that, please.
But that's
Sacked
the thing.
3 times, lost a fumble, 1 pass for 10 yards under pressure.
Yeah, but I think
we can at least say that.
Yeah, I thought Dan said that Thursday, though, that when he was clean, he is talented. He's good enough. Yeah. The reason he's not a starter is because under pressure, these are some of the things you see. And it's those, in my opinion, it's the 2 turnovers outside of the 4th and 1 that changed this game.
I'll wear this more, though. Like,
maybe,
I was yelling.
Maybe he should have insulated
I was yelling
Maybe he should have
City's
insulated
name.
himself
I
by
was
wearing the
doing
coat he gave
City.
his wife.
City.
Yeah,
All right.
Cam Newton said it too when he played with him. Yeah, that's true. Cam Newton said it too when he was on the show. When he played with him, he's like, he knows that playbook inside and out, but it's the unknowns that come at him sometimes where things go awry, and that happened. I mean, look, this New England defense has only given up 26 points so far in the playoffs. Well, let's go back to something Sean Payton talked about after that game, and it was one of the biggest takeaways from this game. And
overall, this debate shows how complicated this game really was. It wasn't just about Jarrett Stidham playing bad or Stephen A being loud. It was about expectations. The Patriots were supposed to win, and they did. But the way they won tells a bigger story than just the final score. The biggest takeaway is clearly the Patriots' defense. They completely shut down Denver for most of the game and made life miserable for a quarterback who already had a tough situation. This defense doesn't have a lot of flashy household names, but the way they play together makes them extremely dangerous. For Stidham, this game felt like a reminder of why the league views him the way it does. When things are clean, he can make throws and look confident. But once pressure hits, mistakes start piling up. And in a championship game, that margin is tiny. In the end, this wasn't about proving people wrong. It was about survival. New England survived, advanced, and now looks like a team that's peaking at the right time. If the defense keeps playing like this, they're going to be a serious problem moving forward. Let me know what you think, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more NFL reactions.